Have you ever think what's the most important thing in your life? Is it your family or fame or is it money? This rich man hid his most important thing in his life as a treasure that can be possessed in treasure hunt game missions, and everyone who can find it can take his company and his fortune. This is a story of Ready Player One. In 2045 Columbus, Ohio, Wade Watts lives in Stacks, some kind of container neighborhood in the future. That time, people seek to escape from reality through the virtual reality entertainment universe called the Oasis, created by James Halliday and Ogden Morrow of Gregarious Game. They play with a set of treadmill machine and complex sensor equipment. The reality in Oasis is only limited by your own imagination. You can do anything, go anywhere. It's a really fast world. You can be anything, tall, big, scary, a different species maybe, or live action, or maybe a cartoon. There, Wade has some friends. He has Itch, Daito, and Sho. They never met in real life. Wade's friends are looking for an artifact in Planet Doom that can change a person to a giant robot for 2 minutes. Halliday hid several artifacts in the game to make it more interesting. Death matches and artifact hunts are a good way to get coins. The more you get coins, the more you level up. If you get killed in Oasis, you can come back to life, but you lose all your stuffs. After Halliday's death, a pre-recorded message left by his avatar, Anorak, announces a mission, granting ownership of the oasis to the first person to find the golden Easter egg within it, which gets locked behind a gate requiring 3 keys, which players can obtain by accomplishing 3 challenges. After 5 years of that message, no one has even gotten 1 key, and the big scoreboard still empty. The contest has lured several egg hunters, or goes by the name Gunters. Some long forgotten Gunter cracked the first clue and found the first challenge. It was a race designed by Halliday itself that was so hard no one had ever finished it. It attracts the interest of Nolan Sorrento, the CEO of IOI, Innovative Online Industries, who seeks to control the Oasis himself by inserting intrusive online advertising. IOI uses an indentured servant army called Sixers to find the egg, and scholars to study pop culture that Halliday has obsessed with. Wade itself is an avid gunter, participates in the first challenge, an unbeatable race, along with his best friend H, and surprisingly, Artemis, the Twitch streamer who famous for killing Sixers. By the way, Wade's car is a super cool Back to the Future DeLorean car. The race is really insane and hard. A lot of people die. Unfortunately, both of them are failed in winning the race, but they're still alive. After that, they go to Age Workshop to fix Artemis' bike. There, Percival and Artemis looks like get into some kind of battle of Halliday's pop culture. They flexing knowledges about Halliday's life. Secretly, Age finds out that Percival has a crush on Artemis by reading his heartbeat. When Wade gets back home, he breaks into fight with his aunt's boyfriend, Rick, after they found out that they will lose the house because Rick died in-game and lose all the equipment after borrowing money with their house as collateral to upgrade his equipment. Rick blames Wade for using better clothes that they have and made him lose with using bad clothes. Percival regularly visits Halliday's journals, a simulated archive of Halliday's life and hobbies run by the curator. That day is Percival's Eureka time. He gets new clue from Halliday's journal when Halliday and Morrow got into argument, in which Morrow told Halliday to move forward and make some rules in the game since the game become bigger and people spend more time there rather than in real life. With Halliday then replied, "Why can't we go backward and press the back pedal really fast?" Because he hates making rules for the game. Back in the race, Wade wins it. Wade then receives the copper key and a lot of money from Anorak after he wins by driving backward. Percival becomes superstars. The IOI noticed him. Sorrento immediately asks mercenary Iroh to learn Wade's true identity, intending to bribe him to win the contest on IOI's behalf, while Artemis, Edge, and his friends Daito and Sho all win the race afterward, later being collectively named the High Five on the Oasis scoreboard. Wade and Artemis discover from the journals that Halliday once dated Morrow's wife, Kira. They shocked, like really shocked. Wade tells Artemis that Kira's name only mentioned one in the journal. The curator doesn't believe that because he thinks Kira's life is important part in Halliday and Morrow's life, and then bet with Wade all of his coin. But Wade apparently said the truth, and the curator then gave him a special coin. H tells Wade to be careful of Artemis, cause she might be using him to get information, but Wade didn't listen. Wade and Artemis visit the distracted Globe Night Club to look for clues. Some cat girl later bugs Parsifal and sends Parsifal's location to Iroh. Parsifal and Artemis then get on the dance floor like a real champ, where Wade confesses his feelings and true name to Artemis. Artemis tells him to stop because telling somebody your real name might be dangerous. And she's not wrong. Iroh been listening to all of their conversation. When they get their good time there, IOI army suddenly come to the club to kill Parsifal. They survive an IOI raid in which Artemis abandons Wade, explaining that her father died in debt to IOI, and tells Wade to see reality in real world and stop living in illusion. Iroh, who was eavesdropping on their conversation, informs Sorrento of his findings. Later, Sorrento contacts Wade with his offer. When rejected, Sorrento attempts to dispose of Wade by bombing his home, killing his aunt Alice and her boyfriend, Rick, among others. Artemis player Samantha Cook takes Wade in by sending Guy to abduct Wade. They meet in real life for the first time, one of the happy moments that they experience with each other. Together they realize the second challenge relates to Halliday's regret of not pursuing a relationship with Kira, with the clue that saying, a creator who hates his own creation. They get it in the Halliday's journal building. Along with H, Daito, and Sho, Parsifal and Artemis search for the recreation of the Overlook Hotel from The Shining, Halliday's favorite horror film, where Stephen King, the author, hated the movie. H then go into a room and he found a naked lady who teases him. Just when he wanna go with it, the naked lady turned into old one and finally kills him. They then go into the ballroom and find Kira. Artemis asks Kira to dance and wins the jade key. After that, Parsifal also got the key. H, Daito, and Sho also, because they now working as team. I'ma call it our hero team. In the IOI building, Sorrento finds out that Wade's still alive, and his subordinate, Xander, tracked Wade and Samantha team with facial recognition camera. Sorrento's subordinate, Xander, storms the Gunther's hideout, taking Samantha to an IOI loyalty center to pay off her father's debt. Wade escapes with the help from his online friends. They are Helen Harris, or H. Yep, H is actually a black girl, and Toshiro, which is Daito, a Japanese boy, and Joe, or Sho, a Chinese small kid. Helen then informed that the third challenge found by IOI. It is in Castle Anorak on planet Doom, but they are planning to save Samantha first. The third challenge is where players must guess Halliday's favorite Atari 2600 game to earn the crystal key. Every Sixers in IOI building then try every game of Atari. Iroh then places a force field around the castle using the orb of Ozuvox with some kind of spell. It is a magic-resistant impenetrable barrier. No one can go through it. H, with her cleverness, creates a replica of Sorrento's office, hacked his rig, and let Percival and Daito threaten Sorrento to let them know his access code in order to let Samantha go. Sorrento thinks he is already in his office, but actually he's still in Oasis. After each hack IOI system, Wade guides Samantha to escape. Samantha later told Wade to bring army to Planet Doom and wait for her signal. She gonna take down the barrier. Samantha later breaking into Sorrento's office after Sorrento found out that he was being tricked. Sorrento in opposite go to Samantha's cage only to find out that she is not there anymore. Next, Samantha gets Sorrento's ARP Ozuvox file and seeks the spell to turn off the barrier. Meanwhile, Xander later knows Wade each and every our hero location again with camera that's spotting Helen's fan. And Parzival go on streams to the whole Oasis and raise an army to fight IOI for the sake of James Halliday's legacy and everyone's freedom under the threat of IOI tyranny. And yeah, people of Fall Oasis actually came to help Parzival team, and that scene is shocking Sorrento. Samantha back to the game and get near the orb to speak the spell. She later is success in breaking the barrier, while one of the IOI scholars later finds out the game that Halliday chooses as the third challenge. It is a game named Adventure that released in 1979. Samantha knows about it also after spying in IOI's office. The total war breaks out after the barrier gets cancelled. Samantha then tries to find Wade in the war to tell him about the adventure. With her team, Xander tries to locate Parzival team location in real life. The Total War gets so much coolness in it. Helen releases Iron Giant to help in the fight, but Helen becomes confused and shouting to Daito who sits still and not getting into the fight yet. In the enemy side, Sorrento is using Mecha Godzilla that destroys Iron Giant so easily. Everyone then shouts for help to Daito, which Daito decides that it is now the time to using Gundam form with the 99 level artifact that our hero team got before. So cool. With the help of Iron Giant and Artemis, the Mecha Godzilla that being controlled by Sorrento finally can be defeated. Sorrento gets so much angry and realizes that Samantha is still in the IOI's office and never left. Our hero team then proceed to go closer to the castle and fight Iroh. Wade, who spots something wrong with Samantha, kills her avatar to save her from Sorrento in IOI's building and tell her to meet him in River South. Surprisingly, the third challenge seems to be not Atari's game adventure, because one of the Sixers win the game but still failed in getting the crystal key. Wade then recalls Halliday's clue again and thinking that he knows how to win the keys while talking to Sho, but he later realized that Sho became hostage of Sorrento who got new avatar and Iroh who happened to be there silently. Parzival and Sorrento fight in the Oasis, with Sorrento detonating the Cataclysm bomb, wiping out every avatar on Planet Doom, including himself. It looks like everybody in the game are dead, but Parzival survives using an extra life coin given to him earlier by the curator in a bat. In real life, Helen, Toshiro, and To are picking up Samantha in River South. Samantha looks so happy meeting her friends in real life for the first time. Xander is following them, but Sorrento then asks her the coordinate of Parzival team's fan. In the final challenge, the final key moment is being broadcast by James Halliday himself. Later, Parzival plays Adventure, winning the crystal key by locating Warren Robinette's Easter egg. Parzival got the crystal key, but IOI is trying to kill them. With a super duper hard effort, Parzival opened the treasure room with the 3 keys. Anorak offers him a contract to sign. Parzival refuses. He realizes that it was a test from Halliday. While he may have regretted not taking a bigger chance with Kira, Halliday's greatest regret was his acrimonious split from Morrow. When the pair split professionally, Halliday presented Morrow with a contract forcing him to turn over his stake in the company they built together. Halliday never got over the way he left things with his friend. Parzival recognizes this, sees the similarities between his contract and the one when Halliday forced Morrow signed the contract to give up his share because they are fighting over Kira. Anorak transforms into Halliday, who expresses his regrets in life and awards Percival with the Easter egg. That's when, in a moment that mirrors the ending of Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, Anorak reveals that the contract was a moral test, and Percival passed. At the end of his life, after losing his chance at love and his partnership with his best friend, Halliday came to understand the importance of reality, which he described as the only thing that's real. In passing that lesson on, he gave Percival a greater prize than anything in the game, an understanding that he can't spend his whole life escaping. Ogden Morrow appears, revealing that he is the curator. Wade decides to run the Oasis with his friends, inviting Morrow to join them as a consultant. After H sends the police a copy of Sorrento confessing to the bombing, Sorrento and Xander are arrested. As the IOI loyalty centers are shut down, the Percival team make the controversial choice to close the Oasis every Tuesday and Thursday for people to spend more time in the real world, including Wade and Samantha, who start a relationship. What a story we get today. And yeah, that's all for today's episode. I might see you again next time, and don't forget to subscribe and put on the notification button. Bye bye.